expression, guess what? You could, it's best to factor out a negative 1. It doesn't go away, right? In other words, is negative 3 equal to 3? No, you can't just multiply by negative 3 and make it equal to 3, can you? But the negative 1 is still there, but what goes inside here? Viviana? 3p squared, good. Plus 5p. Is it plus 5p? No, when you're factoring out, it should be everything changes to its opposite. Remember when you factor out a negative 1? You get negative 5p, minus 5p, minus 22. Does that make sense, guys? Now, can I get rid of this negative 1 then? No. Just like, you can't just get rid of this negative 1 for negative 3, can you? Right? Then negative 3 doesn't equal to 3. That's, right? Negative 3 doesn't become 3. Negative 3 is negative 1 times 3. Just like that, you can't just get rid of forget about that negative 1. Does that make sense? You're just factoring out a negative 1. Okay, so when we do this, now that our first coefficient is 3, positive 3, we like this. We keep the negative 1 here. And it's going to be, how many ways are there to get 3p, guys? I mean, 3p squared. There's only one way. So 3p and what? P. How? To get 3p squared? Yeah, negative 3p and negative p, but I said you don't have to worry about that. Okay, remember? So we want to keep that as positive, positive. Okay. Now, now then we have to look at the factors of negative 22. We could have 1, negative 22. What else could we have? If I could have that, a negative 1 and positive 22. What else are there? 2 and negative 11, and what else? Negative 2 and 11. That's kind of a freebie, right? Is that it? Are there any more? No, that's it. Okay, good. So that's nice. It's not that many. There are only 4 possible ways, right? For negative 22? No, there are really? How many ways are there for negative 22 to be? 8, because the order matters. So let's see. Which one works? Oh, a lot of you already see it already? Oh, really? That's good. If you see it, you don't? Some of you? Everybody go ahead and try. See what goes in. I'll give you some time. Go ahead. Everybody try. Yeah. At a certain point, as you do more of these, it's easy to see which one will work right away, kind of fast. But oh, by the way, do we want the middle term to be negative 5p or 5p? How many people say 5p? Positive 5p? Is it negative 5p or positive 5p? It should be negative. We want this to be negative 5p because we want this, right? We're factoring the 1 inside the parentheses after we factor out a negative 1. Does that make sense? So don't try to make it to positive 5p. We want the negative 5p, right? Because negative 1 is out here. You see what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say? We're now trying to factor the 1 that is inside the parentheses. Right, guys? So we want the middle term to be negative 5p. Okay? So should we try this one together? Let's try 1 and negative 22. Does this work? I could already say it's not going to work. It's too big, isn't it? What's 3 times negative 22? Negative 66. So, even if I change this to negative and positive, does that work? No, so that's not going to work. Okay, so can I get rid of these 2 possible ways? No. We have to try the you got to try the other order, right? So yeah, I got to try negative 22 and 1, right? Oh, it looks like 11. Negative 2 and 1. Does this work? Nope. No, that's too big either. I mean, that's still too big. What about this? It won't work either, right? What about this one? Does this work? No. So now we're ready to get rid of these. Okay. So what should I try next? 2 and negative 11. Let's do it in order. Does this work? I get negative 33p. I get 2p. No, there's no way you can get 5. Even if you do this, does this work?
No.
No. Okay. So let's try the other way. What's the other way? Negative 11 and 2. Does this work?
Yes.
This works?
Yes.
Yeah, because what do you get? 3p times 2 is just 6p plus negative 11p. That's you get 5p, don't you? Does that make sense? Okay, let's double check. Here we get 3p squared. Here we get plus 6p plus negative 11p, right? Right, guys? Plus negative 22. That's what we want inside the parentheses after we factor out a negative 1. And this checks. Here we get negative 5p. That checks. What's the answer? Who can tell me the answer now? Yes, Austin?
Parentheses, negative 4.
Good. Don't forget the negative 1, guys. Right? If you forget the negative 1, then the whole thing's wrong. It's still there. It doesn't just go away, does it? Then, okay, then what? Times?
3p minus
Mhm.
11.
Good.
Parentheses times parentheses p plus 2.
That's right. Any question? Good? Easy enough? Yes, sir.
Would it be alright if you did it after the negative one out in the beginning?
Oh, you just did it as negative 3p and 1 or something. Yeah, you could do it that way too. It actually comes out to be negative 3p plus 11 times p plus 2, doesn't it? Yeah. But it's normally it's easier to have it positive both ways. All right, so it really wouldn't matter. But I like to have it all. Kind of make it same, right? Okay, now we're ready for Paul's question. Paul, what example is this, class? Is this example 6? Thank you. Example 6. Because Paul asked this question: what if I give you something that's fun like this? 10x squared minus 13x plus 4. How come this one's a little bit different than the other one? Yeah, Sarah?
Because the first coefficient, you can do it
More than one way, right? Now, you could either do, how do you get 10x squared? Well, you could do 1x times 10x, or what? There's another possible way. Or you could do 2x times what? 5x, right? Does that make sense? So let's try these. Which one should we try with first? 1x and 10x, right? Okay. 1x here, 10x plus. How many ways? Oh, 4 is nice, isn't it? 4. There aren't too many ways to get 4. 1, what? 4, negative 1, negative 4. What else? 2 and 2, and negative 2 and negative 2. So let's see how this works. Okay. Let's try 1, 4. Is that okay? By the way, do I need to try 1, 4? Looking at this, I don't even know. Why not, Austin?
Because it's negative.
Yeah, you need to get the negative coefficient here, so I'm gonna cancel that out. What about 2, 2? Do I even need to try? No, I can't. Right, that won't even work, right? I need to get negative, right? Linear term. So let's try negative 1, negative 4. Does this work? I get negative 4x and negative 10x. That's close, but it's not quite negative 13, is it? I get negative 14. Can I just use the one that's close? No, you can't. Okay. So I can't use that one. So then, am I done with negative 1, negative 4? No, don't forget, you got to try the other way, which is negative 4, negative 1. Does this work? No, yeah, negative 40 is even worse. Okay, so now I can get rid of this. Okay, forget that one. Let's try 2 and 2. Oh, this time I don't have to try the other way because it's 2 and 2. Does this work?
Yeah.
It does?
No.
No, I get negative 12 and negative 2x, which is negative 14x again, which is not quite what we want. So none of these work. Uh-oh. Is this prime? No. This one didn't work, but we now have second one. So we gotta try the other one. So this one, we know that it does not work. So forget this one, it doesn't work. Okay, so let's try the other one. Another way of doing this is what? 2x and 5x. I hope this works, because if this doesn't work, it'll be prime. But I think it works. So let's try 4 again. 4 is 1, 4, negative 1, negative 4, 2, 2, negative 2, negative 2. Now, do I even need the positive ones here, guys? No, I could get rid of these. So maybe I shouldn't have even written that down. Okay, let's try negative 1, negative 4. Does this work?
Yes.
It does? Well, we're lucky then. Really? Let's verify. I don't believe you guys. What's 2x times negative 4? Could we be this lucky? What's that? It works? Yeah, we get negative 8x. Here we get? Oh yeah, it works. Very good. So here, when you multiply this, you get what? 10x. Let's double check. Plus here, negative 8x. Plus negative 5x. Yeah, and you can see that's going to be negative 13x. Plus 4. Okay, check, and negative 13x. Checks. Any question? So what's the answer? Who can tell me the answer? It is going to be? Yes, sir.
5x minus 4.
5x minus 4 times 2x minus 1. Any question? Yeah, we got it. Now, let me give you a big hint when you do your homework tonight. You all ready? Here. There's a big hint.
Oh.
No, I mean, no, I'm getting actually. So, No, that's not what I mean. So when you do these, okay, guys, let me give. When you do these, look. For some reason, it's kind of funny. When I look at your book, and I've taught this many years, listen to me. 60% of the time, when you choose, the first number, when it's just like 10x squared, choose the one that is not so far away, but the one that's in the middle. The one that's closest to each other. Does that make sense? Don't choose. When you're doing this, you know how we chose 1x and 10x first to see if it works? Guys, this is a big hint. I'm telling you. Try the one with the closest to 1. Does that make sense? 60% of the time, guys, they give you that one a lot, okay, on your homework. You understand what I'm saying? You get that? All right. Any question? Okay, here's your homework.